Okay. Hey guys, AJ here. Alright, so how y'all doing? I just wanted to point out a few things real quick. I'm just starting my day. Alright, so check this out. Let me just give y'all like a couple of tips, right? If you want to level up a little bit faster, let me just give you a couple of tips. Alright, so alright. So not all of us, but a lot of us is trying to get that ballistic knife, right? So now, if you go to your melee weapon, you go to it, highlight it, hit L2. You see, I have to get, I gotta kill 10 zombies or more with a single score streak, and I gotta do that 50 times. I did it 12 times so far, and this is like kind of tedious. I even considered doing it in multiplayer. There's a chance that I might do some of these in multiplayer just to get the XP. And if you like in-game, technically you can do some of these, right? In-game, if you wanted to. And if you want that extra XP. And then switch back over to zombies. Or, I don't know if anybody's in the war zone, but anyway. Let's say that I'm at the point right now that if I continue, I'm going to complete it, and then it'll be done throughout all platforms. But I can literally stop right here, and I can say, okay, you know what? Let me take a small break from zombies, and let me do this, a couple of these challenges in Warzone, and I can get 10 score streaks. I can eliminate 250 human enemies. I can get a couple of these and I can get some XP right now. But let's say you want to just stick to zombies, right? All right. Now, I want you to look at this really carefully, right? When I complete this challenge, I'm going to get 3,500 XP. But because I completed the whole weekly challenge as a whole, if you look at the bottom right, it shows that you get 10,000 XP. So I would get 10,000 XP on top of the 3,500 XP. And if you do it during double XP weekend, or let's say like you happen to have like a token or something. I got a couple of tokens here, right? So let's say that I'm at literally like at 48, right? And I hop in the game and I pop one of these tokens. I'm gonna get 13,500 XP times 2, whatever that is, 26,000, 27,000 even, if my math is correct. Anyway, like I said, it might be a big deal to you, it might not be a big deal to you, but those are some tips that you can get some more XP if you want to level up a little bit faster. Because I did something similar to that with my daily challenge. I just knocked out my daily challenge this morning. And just before I went to bed, I said, you know what? I know that Anime's running and gunning. He just proceeded like I did. But I made sure that when I completed my daily challenge, right? I don't know if anybody noticed this black cell thing, right? That you get extra XP after you do your daily challenge. So not only did I finish my daily challenge was 150 kills with a marksman, I also did the get freezer kills, right? I did that while I had one of my tokens pop. So I literally went to like level 4 all the way to level like 16 just by doing that. Just by doing that one thing. There is one other thing I'm going to point out, right? You know how like I started this video talking about the ballistic knife, how like tedious it is? It is kind of tedious, right? Now, this is not going to really help me that much, but it might help you guys. Let me explain. I have a way to make it might be slightly easier to do. All right, so it says score streaks, right? It doesn't say what kind of score streak. It just says score streaks, right? And you need a lot of salvage, right? Now, I can't help you with salvage, but what I can do is I can point out this gobble gum, right, that I've been using in Cold War. I'm in Cold War, in Black Ops 6 for a while. So this is one that I don't think everybody used. I used it. So Now, what you want to do is you want to go to your legendary, the yellow ones, right? Now, to the like the first row on the right, you see right there? I want you to look at the top right of your screen now, right? Now, don't look at the blue section where it shows Dead Ops arcade. Look at the other one on top of that. It basically gives you an arcade, a RC car. It also gives you the Mangler cannon. It gives you the sentry gun, and it gives you the disciple. Now, basically, it literally gives you all of that in that particular order. So it gives you 4 different score streaks within that one gobble gum, which I'm gonna use. Is just that, as you can see, I'm the type of person that did use this one a lot because I felt like this one was kind of cool, so I did use it. I mean, if I would have known that we would have had like weekly challenges on 7, if I could predict the future and all, yeah, I probably would have saved some. But there is a chance that even though I used a bunch of them, maybe one of you guys didn't use it. So my recommendation is, if you do have more than I do anyway, come into a game with them, and every game, just pop one of these pop one of these gobble guns, because you don't have to use like me, for example, I have to choose between upgrading my weapon or using salvage. But with this gobble gum, it eliminates all of those problems. You could just use this and then you're good. And it gives you 4 score streaks all in one. So if you happen to have any of these left, then that's great. And if you don't, then you could just buy some, pay to play, baby. No, I'm just kidding. What do they even have in here anyway? I don't think they got one for that anyway. Yeah, they probably don't. Anyway, let me not make the video longer than it need to be. So like I said, if you got to do a daily challenge, there's a chance that you might even have complete 100 kills. You might get a small amount of XP also, because if you get a small amount of how it keeps track of certain things that you got to keep doing or whatever. Like these right here, for example, these camo ones. The ones at 500, I'm not worried about those, but the ones that's maybe 3,000, those are the ones that pique my interest a little bit more, which I don't see yet. So what I'm gonna do is later on, I'm gonna attempt to do some of this, but I think that I'm gonna pop a token right when it's time for me to do my double XP a little bit later. To me, it ain't a matter of just popping if you're going to have gobble gums, what I'm saying is you should use them a little bit more wisely. That's all. Combine them with a daily challenge at the very minimum. And while you're doing the daily challenge. Oh, yeah, by the way, let me just point one thing else before I leave the game. There's another thing that I did also. Let me see. There was a weekly challenge. You know what? This is what I'll do. I'll go to the knife. There was a weekly challenge to complete 60 rounds in that new map. You see at the top right? And I got it checked off. Oh, yeah, by the way, when I was completing my daily challenge, getting 150 kills with a marksman, and I also had to get freeze kills or whatever. I did that while I was on the new map. And while I was on the new map, I got 3,500 XP times 2 because I popped the token. So I got all of that combined. So it matters. That's all I'm saying. And this 10,000 here is a big one. So I figured I'd point it out. But like I said again, if you in game, you can get your XP there, and if you pop a token, you get double, obviously. But anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Hopefully these tips helped y'all. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll check y'all later. Peace out.